Hi, my name's Tara Davis, and I'll be doing my presentation on Ludwig van Beethoven. Um, Probably since I was 4 or 5 years old, I've always been very inspired by the creativity of Beethoven, and it was always different than, excuse me, than most classical composers. Um, the style, the rhythm, um, it just always felt different than anything else I had ever listened to. So anytime his music came on or one of his pieces was playing, I wanted the music turned up and I wanted to listen to it on repeat. The life and legacy of one of the greatest composers of all time, Beethoven, was a historic importance, had in its historic importance, impact, and musical style. Many people considered him a musical genius. His family in childhood, Beethoven was born to a family of musicians in Bonn, Germany, and showed prodigious talent from an early age. I was reading a book a couple of weeks ago about Beethoven, actually, and it said that his father taught him the piano and was giving him lessons at a young age. And Beethoven always tried to kind of compose something or, put his own style on a piece, kind of go beyond the sheet music. And his father always felt a little frustrated by that. He didn't want him to be creative because he felt like what he was doing wasn't good. And until he got quite a bit older, then his father started seeing the talent that he had. His early education, Beethoven learned music from Christian Gottlieb and Neef, Franz Rivatani, and quickly rose to fame as a pianist and composer. And he also did some conducting as well. Beethoven's first composition was published in his early 20s and showed beginnings of his signature style. The middle years, Beethoven, as most of us know, was deaf. Beethoven suffered from a progressive hearing loss starting in his mid-20s, but continued to compose and conduct despite this obstacle. Beethoven, in those time frames, if you got sick, most of the time, if it was something significant, it was always detrimental because they didn't have the capabilities to be able to treat diseases and things. So at a young age, he had many ear infections, and they say that they think that that's the cause of why he lost his hearing, because he had enough ear infections that weren't treated. They didn't have antibiotics and things to be able to treat those things. So he ended up losing his hearing, unfortunately, which makes him that much more spectacular to be able to play the piano and not even hear what he's playing. Piano sonatas. Beethoven's 32 piano sonatas are a testament to his mastery of the form and his constant experimentation with musical structure and expression. His Ninth Symphony, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, is a groundbreaking masterpiece that features vocal soloists and choir breaking convention in the genre of symphonic music. Heroism. Beethoven's pieces often displayed themes of heroism and struggle, reflecting his own resilience and determination. I would consider him heroic to be able to play music and not be able to hear it. Just to be able to imagine what the rhythm and the sound it's going to sound like just by reading the music, or knowing what it's going to feel like when it's played, but having no ability to be able to hear it is spectacular. The Ninth Symphony, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, is a groundbreaking masterpiece that features vocal soloist and choir breaking convention in a genre of symphonic music. Beethoven's music evokes deep emotion, from a tender expressiveness of his slow movements to the fierce energy at his faster sections. Innovation. Beethoven constantly challenged the traditional music conventions, pushing the boundaries of form, harmony, and musical expression. The piece I chose to analyze with the SHMRG is Für Elise. The sound of Für Elise follows a clear ABA structure with a contrasting middle section that adds emotion, depth to the piece. Harmony. The harmony of Für Elise is characterized by a strong tonal character in A minor and frequent use of the dominant seventh chord. Melody. The melody of Für Elise is constantly recognizable with its simple yet memorable patterns and use of repeated motifs. Rhythm and tempo. The rhythm of Für Elise is consistent and dance-like, creating a sense of forward motion that propels the piece forward. Growth. Für Elise has become one of Beethoven's most famous and beloved compositions, known for its beauty, simplicity, and emotional impact. And that's accurate because even my son at 8 years old heard the song and was like, "Mom, what is that? I want to hear more of it." And every night when he goes to bed, he listens to that song. Manuscripts. Beethoven's manuscripts, like this one in the picture, for the Ninth Symphony, offer a glimpse into the composer's mind and creative process. Statues and monuments. Beethoven has been immortalized in countries, statues, and monuments around the world, which pay tribute to his enduring legacy. Concert halls. Concert halls like the Beethoven Hall in Bonn, Germany, offer a space for audiences to experience the power and beauty of Beethoven's music in person. I use many resources, books, and websites to put together this presentation. I hope this presentation has inspired me to listen to kind of go back to the basics and start listening to classical music. It's kind of a lost art, especially for younger age brackets, to listen to classical music and to really enjoy it and understand it and hear it and, be moved by it. And just recently, doing this presentation has inspired me to start listening to classical music again and, kind of rekindle a love that has been lost. So I hope you enjoyed my presentation and enjoyed the semester, and hope everyone has a good night.